They've been dealt one of their toughest matchups early in the season, but there is hope. One of their coaches has found what they think is a key weakness, the decision.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. To the air right away. Here's Shuck. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2-yard line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Shuck. That's taken in left side by Vele. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now Shuck. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Third down, Shuck from the gun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To throw now, Shuck. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, here's Shuck. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive back. They have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
To the air again. Here's Shuck. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. To throw is Shuck. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Ready. 53. Ready.
Play action this time with Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half, backups still to play in the second. But you and I both.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
We'll get that complete to Vela. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. They will throw again, Shuck. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now 2nd and 3. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Check again. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing. Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Shuck now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Complete to Olave on the out route. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing, Shuck. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. Got a man, and he hits him. And he loses the football a second time. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Love looking to throw it. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Let's go. Ready?
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, Jacobs once more. 82 yards rushing for him so far. His terrific season continues here.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Here's Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10.
60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Now Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 49 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now a second and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now he drops it, incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Now he'll tuck this and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down. And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Go ultra. Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Slide 2. 33. Yellow. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
Red, cycle. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's Shuck. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's caught by Vele. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Shuck. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
To throw now, Shuck. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Devon Vele, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Love, they go play action now. Short throw, he's got Kraft. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On the give, it's Vidal. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kamani Vidal. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Shuck. Looking middle, and that's complete. Well, they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he goes out right around the 39. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. This one taken in by Olave.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Shuck.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
Now they'll change things up. To the air again. Here's Shuck.
Throwing left side, it's complete. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
To throw is Shuck.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
112 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Come on, set. Ready.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Let's go. 45, wide. Ready.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.